Oh yeah, I don't think about this. I'm just live day by day. Yeah, how I said after a game. More easy life. Yeah, right now. This is true. But like I'm so motivated. I'm so wanna play every day. I wanna stop the puck hard as I can. Yeah, and just first time I wanna be enjoy. Yeah, last couple of months I forgot how to enjoy the play. I just wanna enjoy every moment right here.
How important was it for you mentally to get that one?
How I said this. Coming back slow. Yeah, this is not easy process. I ended up fighting with this full my life. Yeah. And just I'm stay positive. It's most important right now.
You want to get the enjoyment back. What do you like? What do you love about hockey?
Everything. My work is stop the puck. Yeah, I enjoy what I stop the puck really good. Yeah, and I help it to team for a win or whatever, moment by moment. Yeah, and just enjoy be in a lucky room. Yeah, see smiles and yeah. It's a lot of enjoy about hockey. It's around the hockey.
How did you learn to move on, like live in the moment? Because it can be tough, right? How did you do that?
Well, no more option for me. Yeah, that's it. I'm trying everything. Yeah, but this is working. We talk a lot with the goalie coaches. Yeah, with Curtis, with Hanu, his Marley's goalie coach. No, we talk a lot about this, and these guys really help it for me. Get some couple step back. Yeah, and how I said, yeah, I forgot how to enjoy hockey.
How important was it to kind of lean on your wife and your kid during a time like this? To just kind of think about family when you do.
This is biggest piece in my life. My wife and my kid. These guys really help it for me. At time you coming back home. You not looking good, yeah. You just sad all the time or something. My wife, she send me picture from mirror every day. He gets heads up, man. We love you, we believe you. Yeah, this is really important. Plus, my mom and dad is come here too right now. Yeah, this is really important. What time you talk with your dad. Yeah, he's more skilled, more older than you, and he's been in a lot of different situations. But I know he's not professional hockey player, but still, I'm really respect for him. Yeah, and listen what he said.
When did you come here?
I think it's going to come on January 28th. December 28th. December 28th. Sorry, my bad. Huh?
Your mom was here too?
Mom and dad, yeah. Yeah, she's. Yeah. She's more for that, because this Russian food is too fatty, it's really good, but not in the season.
What's your favorite Russian meal to have? Borscht? Is that too much?
I like it, borscht. Yeah, borscht is pretty good. There's dumplings, Russian dumplings. Yeah.
Does your mom make them really good?
Yeah, my mom, she's cooking really good. My wife, she's not cooking dumplings. I don't know why.
What did your dad tell you?
It's more life experience, what time he's get some problem with the business or something, what time he's have a problem in the life, how he's moving forward, all the time. It's easy to sit and crying or heads down, and just to sit. But yeah, he's helped for me. Just as I said, you need a fighting with this. It doesn't matter what's going on. You have family, you have a kid, you not small guy anymore, you're not in a kid's garden, you live in a big life. Yeah, this is really helped for me, extra motivation, and yeah, good to learn this.
Sense of the group coming off that road trip?
Oh yeah, it was a hard trip. I think ended it on obviously a great note with a big win over a tough team. So hopefully carried into this last week. There's two big games against a team that's been at the top all year. So it's a big test.
Where are you at? How are you feeling about your game?
Feel good. No, just trying to get the reps in. Obviously practice helps, and go from there.
What do you take when you get the night off, like you did on Sunday?
I take the rest. I mean, Try to keep yourself in a rhythm, though. I mean, when you sit out games, it's hard to stay in a rhythm. So you got to get your reps through practice and go from there.
Does that get easier as you play more games to kind of take that advice to kind of rest the game, a day off the ice, or is it?
No, not really. To be honest, I think feel good. Had about a month and a little bit off with a broken thumb, so feel pretty rested.
What do you make of how Ilya has navigated things? It feels like he's kind of gotten back more to himself lately.
So he looked great the other night. I think he looked calm in his net, but then when we needed huge saves, I think that one that stands out at the end, the cross crease one, and I thought he made a bunch more earlier in the game that were key moments.
What about John? You know, he hasn't gone through a drought in terms of points in his entire career like this, but we never see him kind of get frustrated. Like, what are you picking up from him?
I mean, Johnny's like the ultimate pro. I think he'll never waver from his routine, his work ethic. I know everyone likes to focus on goals and assists, but that's not the only thing that wins hockey games. I think the way he plays. I mean, he was perfect on draws last game, winning every little battle. Plays well defensively, hard down low. I mean, we got enough goals and assists. I think he leads the way by example of how hard he plays night in and night out. And then it's no surprise how hard he works in practice and off the ice as well. That there's no issue with him going through a little bit of a rut offensively because his overall game's great. No, he plays every shift the same way, with the same intensity and the same commitment, just the way he lives his life, to be honest. It's pretty impressive to be around him for the last couple of years.
He has his routines and how he kind of goes through his daily life. Have you ever taken anything away from him, something that you learned?
Yeah, 100%. I think I look up to him, the way he treats himself, the way he eats, the way he works, all that stuff. I mean, sometimes you think you're working hard, and you look over at a guy like that, and you can learn from. There's another level, there's another gear for sure. So, honestly, like, just super impressed since I've been here of his demeanor, how committed he is. It's not an easy market to play in, obviously, as a captain, and he handles it really well.
So sometimes when a player hits his 30s, the narrative around him when he struggles is he's starting to show his age.
Yeah.
You probably heard that a little bit. Like,
yeah.
How do you handle that?
Yeah, I mean, just block it out. It's all. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. A lot of it's BS. I think he hasn't slowed down one bit. We all know that in here. You know, I've gone through that too. A lot of people try to convince you of that, but just stick to your guns and stick to what's gotten you in the league and kept you in the league for this long.
So I'm curious, you haven't gone through a lot of these kind of skids in your career in terms of points. What would the rookie John Tavares have been different to you now as you go through this?
Yeah, I'm definitely a different player and a lot of ways a different person, but you go through adversity different times in your career. You learn a lot at different stages, different things. So, but just to continue to focus on playing well, not getting so caught up in the results, and so focused on opportunities that don't work out, or play that you thought you'd like to finish off or should have been in the net. So, just continue to play, be ready for that next one, and obviously continue to be strong throughout your game and in different areas without the puck in all three zones, those sorts of things.
How do you ward off frustration? Because you don't take a shift off average, so how do you, when it doesn't come for you, how do you ward that?
Yeah, I mean, you just try to refocus, and the next opportunity could be right there in that next shift, so you just want to be ready for it, not getting stuck on what happened, something that is now obviously out of your control and it's in the past. And like I said, continue to go out there and play well. Do good things out the puck, have a good process throughout my game, and just staying the course and knowing there'll be more opportunities and it'll go in. Plays will happen. Continue to trust my instincts and don't need to force the issue.
How weird does it feel for you because you never not scored before?
Yeah, I can't say it's a great feeling or an easy feeling, but we got a lot of great goal scorers on this team and contributions throughout our lineup. So, just continue to do my part and know those opportunities will continue to come, continue to work and do good things out there. And not trying to get caught up in the whole, what does it feel like when it doesn't score? Obviously, you want to produce and create opportunities and finish them off. So just do everything I can to be ready for those and continue to create and try to make my teammates, my line mates better.
How have you felt about your process? Like, what are you liking, even though you're not getting results?
Just continue to win a lot of puck battles. The more you can have the puck and earn opportunities, especially on the opponent's half of the ice, or even defensively, not having to spend a lot of time in your own end, just means you're just going to get more looks and spend more time in the area of the ice that you're able to generate and create opportunities and get rewarded. So, that's one area that I think has been really consistent for me all year. And continue to try to connect all three zones. Like I said, winning puck battles is a big part of that, but moving my feet, something I work on a lot, and can, whether that's with the puck or without it, continue to create time and space, whether it's for myself or my line mates, and when you have the puck to be able to make the right play. So not trying to force the issue or create something out of nothing.
It's been pretty road heavy here the last little bit. What do you think being at home for a little bit moving forward here? I know you have the one in Winnipeg, but Greg, what do you think that can do for you?
The circumstances are what they are. So everyone goes through West Coast travel, 82-game grind, and long stretches on the road. So, when we come home for a few days, the great part is obviously our resources here, being back home and our player development, things like that you don't always have access to on the road that take advantage of, which I try to. And, just be ready for each and every day and try to maximize it and get prepared for your next time to compete. So we know we got a tough task with Winnipeg and how consistent they've been all year, how strong they are defensively. So you're going to have to go out there and earn your ice, earn your opportunities, and great chance starting at home.
What was it like to see Ilya really bounce back? I know he played well in the Detroit game, but just what he's been through this year and to really respond.
Yeah, we're thrilled for him. I think we really want to put some good efforts in front of him. Do everything we can to provide enough run support, and for him to kind of settle in and battle and compete, because his skill set is spectacular. So just to see the confidence when he's challenging shooters, fighting on second and third opportunities, or plays where he's they're going lateral and he gets caught out of position. The save he made the other night was remarkable. I think he didn't have his stick for that one. And you can just see when he's fighting hard and feeling confident and challenging shots. So we're thrilled for him. He's a big part of our team.
What's it like to see the team that you've gone to battle with so long go through what he went through?
Yeah, it's not easy, I think. You're playing the game at its highest level, and you're competing extremely hard. You're doing everything you can to have success, and when it's not going your way, obviously it can play with your mind a little bit and can be challenging at times. I can't speak for that position, but obviously certainly can't be easy. But credit to him in the way he's just kind of stuck with it and dug in. Had a good week to reset, just work on some things individually, and then build from there. And he's done a good job.
What's the focus on the power play right
now? I think we just want to be a little bit quicker, and we just want to try to find ways to get to the inside. Teams are getting tighter and tighter. It's obviously where most of the goals are scored in valuable ice. So obviously trying to be able to get to the inside, attacking the net, and making it difficult on the goalie, and having to not being able to challenge shooters, challenge shots, and recovering pucks, and then being able to attack from, as we call, kind of the chaos. When you're able to attack and retrieve pucks and be able to be able to get them running around or out of position, and that's really when your chances to strike and where a lot of the goals are scored around the league on the power play.
What's the best possible reason do you expect he might be available tomorrow, or are you kind of planning that?
I don't. Well, I mean, we'll always plan for the just in case, but we won't know until tomorrow.
What's your sense? We've been talking a lot about John and not scoring. What's your sense of that line? Have they been kind of working together over the last stretch here?
Yeah, I think they haven't been playing to the same level that they were early in the season, but I think it has less to do with the line and no more with the individuals. They're in a call it a cold spell right now, but to me they're still giving us good minutes, and working hard. We talked about John the other night. Like just his details of his game, to me, have been really good, and that's what's most important. And it's an amazing thing. Like the more you stay with that type of process, that things start to fall your way. I thought Bert's been really forechecking well and creating loose pucks and doing all those kind of things. And Willie's gonna find pucks and make his plays and do all those kind of things. But as long as the details of the line continue to be good, they'll find ways for things to start going their way.
What's the point of emphasis on the power play right now?
Pace, I would say. Pace, just more of an attack mindset. I think it's, we went through a stretch there where we didn't have a lot of power plays and didn't have a lot of practice time at the same time. So they just haven't had their reps and their touches, and I think the pace has really slowed down, which that happens as you start to overthink things. So practice day to day, there's a good chance to get them some extra touches and sort of reset them a little bit. And thought it was a good day in that regard, and hopefully get some power plays tomorrow and get some opportunity to go to work.
Very rare opportunity to play Winnipeg back to back. What have you seen of them? You just got back. I saw last night's game, but they've been tough this year.
Yeah, no doubt. They've defended real hard. Like it's they're a really good example of what happens when you have a team that defends real hard with elite goaltending and high-end skill at the same time. So I think they put their defense and goaltending first, and then they have the skill to be able to pull away for them to win games. So they've got a great mindset as a group that they found here this season. And I think in lots of ways, when we're playing at our best, I think our identity is pretty similar in that sense. So it's a great opportunity for us to go against one of the league's best.
With a veteran like John, Sheldon, do you have to be much positive from the corner, given that he produced so much and produced so much?
Yeah, sure. I think it's like any player. You want to continue to remind them of the good things that they're doing. In John's case in particular, I think he's been through enough ups and downs and all these kind of things that he recognized it. But I think, again, as I said the other night, most importantly this time in his career, that he has far greater perspective of what's really important. Because he needs to help this team win, and of course, producing on offense is part of that. But there's way more to it. For me, if a couple pucks fall in for him, but his habits are poor and all those kind of things, and that does not help us win. So I think that's really the message, not just for him, but for our entire team, is those habits and details and the work and the defending. All that stuff comes first, and the rest of it falls into place. And then, of course, if our power play gets going, that's going to help all our guys, to just sort of ease that pressure a little bit offensively, and you start to get more confidence. But to me, it's no coincidence that the two things are happening at the same time. The power play's gold, and the 5-on-5 play dries up too.
It's a small sample size, but Ilya played well in the Detroit game, then obviously played really well the other night. What have you seen throughout this process? What has he sort of shown, how he's clawing his way back, or at least starting to? Yeah,
I think what I commented on the other night was his focus and his preparation, all those kind of things, confidence. That's what I've really seen an uptick on, in particular since that Detroit game. I think his practices have been excellent since then. I think he was really hungry for the net last week, and partly because of Jonesy's play and partly by design, we kept them hungry by not playing them all week and wanted to continue to stack good days, knowing that we were definitely going to need him on the weekend. And he stayed hungry, kept working. Quite honestly, I was not surprised that he had the type of game he did the other night, because he's very much looked like himself, or the Sammy that we came to know last season over the last week in practice. So I'm not surprised that he was able to have a performance similar to what he put forth for us last season.
Did you put him on Wednesday?
Yes.
In the event you don't have Bertuzzi available, how much has Holmberg's development on the wing helped you in terms of flexibility at the point?
Yeah, I think that's part of what we wanted to come out of Holmberg's time playing up with Matthews is what does that look like against some harder competition and playing with better players, and give you the greater flexibility was one thing. First of all, to start playing him on left wing a little bit when he first came up here, on whether it's a third or fourth line, and then giving him at a time when I thought Nyes needed a little bit of a reset and a breath, as a chance for Holmberg to kind of get some reps up there, and thought he did a good job of it and should give him great confidence and definitely added flexibility for us.
What's your sense of Giordano of late?
Yeah, I think Gio's gives us everything that he has. I think he's battling. He's to me, he's done a good job, and the other night it's a back-to-back. It's a busy schedule. It's all of that, but also we've really been feeling like we could utilize an extra right shot in our defense and help us with our puck movement coming out of the breakouts, coming out of the neutral zone, and our regroups, and the offensive blue line, all those kind of things. So that's part of the decision-making process too. But we know exactly what we're going to get from Gio, which is absolute competitiveness and leadership and all those sorts of things. So. I think he'll continue to put the work in to make sure he's ready.
We hear a lot about the left shot, right shot thing on the D. For the layperson, how important is that? How difficult is it for someone to play their offside, especially in the defensive zone?
Yeah, it's very difficult. And I think, in particular, when it comes to moving the puck, I think there's some things with defending and checking and all those sorts of things with where your stick positioning and such, but and pivoting. But to me, it's the puck play that's hard, and that's why a guy like TJ Brody, that's spent almost his entire career over there, has such a credit to him, because it is a difficult thing to do consistently. It's hard to get to your forehand. Pressure comes at you quicker, so you have to be able to, you have to be able to move the puck quick and efficiently. You have to get it to your forehand, or you have to manage real tough situations where you're on your backhand. So, I think playing that side, breakouts, regroups, in the offensive zone, sometimes there are some advantages because you get some extra one-timers, but anytime the puck's all along the boards, it's certainly more challenging, and you have to be very good and very smart to be able to pull it off. And Brody's been probably, for my money over his career, the best in hockey at it, and been able to manage it very well. And the Cave has done a good job for us in that regard too. But to me, there's lots of advantages to having the lefty-righty combo for moving the puck efficiently.